ladies and gents, this is Wiz here with a look at the Monkey King, also known as Sun Wukong. Okay, I have a special guest here. How do you say it?
Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong. I have a special guest to help me review this, and that guest is a Chinese monkey. Stop it. It's Kirkine again. She's got her. As soon as she saw this figure being advertised, what did you say?
Oh, cool.
No, you said, I want one. You said.
Oh, I want one. That's true. I do.
She said, oh, cool, I want one. And I think that's because you're of Chinese descent and you're also born in the year of the monkey.
Yes. I'm
also born in the year of the monkey.
Monkeys rule.
Million years ago. And so we have a special affinity toward monkeys.
Now we have a monkey boy.
Yeah, we had a kid. The year of the monkey. That was purposeful. We couldn't have two monkeys because she didn't have twins. And otherwise we would have had to wait, what, 12 years?
Yeah.
For the Chinese zodiac to roll around again. Anyway, this is a beautiful job by Nate Barch, who does the Four Horsemen packaging. This is the back of the box that has a whole, I won't read this whole thing, but it's got a whole bio. If you guys want, you can pause it and read it. And the horse that's coming in and out of frame is King's childhood horse. So there's a pig, right? This looks like some kind of sage, right? And there's a tiger, right? And of course the Monkey King, who's the star because he's the best.
Woohoo!
But what I really love about this is that Nate really nailed it stylistically.
Yeah,
as far as like
nice, yeah.
It looks like,
it's a nice box.
You know.
Can you open it now?
I can, but I just want to take a second to enjoy this. I heard something about this typeface being like the Comic Sans of Chinese typefaces.
Yeah, that's not exactly like Chinese. Yeah.
Well, or else just not
it's
being
like a different Chinese
the preferred Chinese font, but only Chinese people are going to notice that. And you're illiterate, right?
I'm totally illiterate.
So, but anyway, it looks.
It kind of looks like my middle name.
It looks cool to me. The other thing I love is the way that this is gilt with gold, so it's shiny. Look at that. And check this out. It's wrapped on there, and it's got magnets. So you pull the magnets.
Very cool.
And
nice.
look at that.
I like that. Wow.
Good job, Nate Barch. It really looks like
very nice.
A Chinese scene. So I've got somebody very impatient to get this guy out of the box.
That's very nice box.
And then the inside of the box,
you
can see him through the window. And then again, that has, oh, it's got a dragon back here.
Yeah.
Cool. And apparently, you just want me to rip this.
Look, horsey.
A horse.
Horsey.
Of course. And then there's this person who's up there. Is that the like goddess of mercy or whatever? I don't know that much about the Monkey King. I did recently watch American Born Chinese, and there was a storyline that had the Monkey King and the Monkey King's son on it. So I got a little bit of familiarity with the characters through that. I open it from the bottom because it's
very delicate.
Yeah, no, it's not very delicate, but it's the best way. This is a silica gel pocket. You're supposed to eat that right away. And then there's an instruction here saying, heat up the holes in the crown with either a hair dryer or hot water, and then carefully insert the feathers. So do you think you can go get a hair dryer?
Where is the hair dryer? You use it.
It's in the other room. There's another. It's a peach tree and then some magical mystical mountains. Again, good job, Nate. And then, well, maybe we won't stick the feathers in. And here he is in all his glory in his plastic prison. And I gotta say, this is part of the Figura Obscura line. It's not Mythic Legions, but this might be the best action figure the Four Horsemen have ever made. I really love it. And I know it's probably because I'm partial to monkeys. But you see, you can't just pull them out.
Oh, yeah, I see. They're strong.
Yeah. Right. So, okay, and this is the back part. So you can see he's got some different legs.
Taking this stuff out. You can go over that. And
Look, I'm an expert at this. Okay, look, I can turn the twist ties really quickly.
Okay, I'll hold up this. So
Two twist ties.
See it. There's like a face. Ooh.
There's another head.
Oh, head.
There's a couple of really cool.
And
are those
shoes?
Are those peacock feathers?
Yeah. Here's a feather.
And then there's extra hands. Look at that. Extra hands, grasping hands, some gesticulating hands, and then here's
a head.
Here's the extra head. So hopefully you can see what that looks like. It's kind of oops.
His head fell.
The angry head or the snarling head, right? And check this out. This is where the feathers go up here, but look at this. The face comes off the head.
Oh, wow.
So it's pretty ingenious. So there's different face plates that you can pop in.
Oh, very cool.
Right?
Yeah.
The jaw is not articulated on this.
This is a really cute face too.
Yeah, so watch how this works. This is sort of a pensive face, curious face, and then you take you're making all kinds of noises here. You take the other head and you put it on there, and the different face plate just kind of fits on there really nice and snug and seamlessly. So that's how you swap out the heads.
The other head.
And then here's another one. So you see the difference between these two heads? They're both snarly, but one has the really cool face paint. I think I really like the face paint version. So she can't keep her hands off of this figure. And let me tell you, she never likes any of my action figures. All she does is complain about the fact that I have too many of them and they take up too much space. This is a review. We're not just playing with the figure, right? Hey, I really like that little handkerchief or kerchief. So we don't have the thing to properly heat up the feathers. But I think we can just stick them in there temporarily. But look at that. Look how cool that looks. I'm excited about possibly using these peacock feathers in some Aztec customs too. But this is inspired by, I guess, Beijing opera look with the feathers.
Yep.
So that's why he has those big feathers sticking out. Right? Cool. So there's that head. There's the feathered head. Which option do you think you like better? And then there's the snarling one. That's a good battle pose right there, right? And then the one with the that face paint is also. Face paint. You like the snarling face paint the best?
Oh, the other one. That one.
Or this one?
Yeah, that one. Because it's got the red
right
face. I like it.
So a ton of different options, 2 different heads, 4 different face plates. And then there's this where he has the monkey crown on. So I don't know too much about the monkey crown, and I don't know too much about the Journey of the West, but you know what's missing? His tail. Can you pull his tail out? This is a boom boom hole right here. Oh, that's this long piece.
Oh,
Look at that. That's a super long. And not only is it super long, it's also bendy. So it bends. It's got a wire in there.
Yeah.
And so you can sort of pose that any which way. Normally,
And here's his.
you heat up the hole
Yeah.
and then you stick the tail in.
Whoa, sounds interesting.
So I don't have the, I don't have the.
I like the tail the best.
Look at that. I don't have the hairdryer handy because we're trying to squeeze in this review as quickly as we can. We didn't plan ahead. But you can see how that works. You pop it in and then you have this tail that you can position a bunch of different ways. And I've already seen all kinds of dramatic poses. I've seen him like balancing on one foot with a peach on his head and a gourd on his head.
Yeah.
And people are doing some really cool.
The gourd.
Yeah. So this is his magical staff, which plays quite a big part in the story, right? And let me see. You are trying to stick your horse in the shot, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see.
Look.
Let's see if he can ride the horse. Does he ride the horse
I don't know.
during his adventures?
I don't know.
Seems like he would.
Oh, wow. He does. He fits, sort of.
There's no saddle.
Yeah.
But there are also horses that he can ride that are around the same size that from the Four Horsemen. So with proper saddles and everything. But yeah, he looks cool. He's got this like proper Asian themed or Chinese themed armor with the foo dog. I love all these details in here. This, what would you call this? It's not a scarf. It's not really a belt. Yeah, like a sash. The soft goods sash has wires in it, so you can also position it dramatically. So like it looks like it's blowing in the wind. Then all new Asian style armor, and then more soft goods here. And then the loincloth soft good as well. And I don't want to futz with them too much because I think it looks really good the way it looks. So I don't want to mess with him too much.
And there's like different
hands.
Different hands.
Different hand options. So what's good about that is if he's holding his battle staff in his hand.
There's shoes and different weaponry.
Those shoes are for walking on clouds or something or in heaven, right? You don't know? Okay. So yeah, so you can have him grasping his staff with those hands, or you can have him, doing whatever these things do.
Oh, and then there's these little other weapons.
I'm guessing like this hand is probably to hold the peach, or maybe to hold this. I think this is a scroll.
Oh, a scroll. Oops.
Yeah. So I love the details on that.
Yeah, and here's
Another scroll. So that's part of his quest, something that they're searching for. So depending on what you want him holding, you choose a hand, right? And I'm guessing that.
Here's a little gourd.
Okay. So the picture that I saw was the peach and the gourd on top of the monkey's head, and the monkey was.
Here's the peach.
The monkey was standing on one foot. But I don't think that's going to be very easy to recreate because that's going to be tough. But anyway.
Here's a shoe. A little shoe.
Okay. This is the shoe. So he jumps around in the clouds, right? I think that's my understanding. And so for that, he'd have these really cool shoes. So, magical power. So I guess he squeezes his little monkey feet in there. And the shoes, but I think I'll probably have him just with the monkey feet.
Yeah, I like the monkey feet.
And I imagine, and this is really exciting, that they're going to have a lot more Asians in the line, like Asian warriors with these really cool Fudak pauldrons. Easy for you to say. His little handkerchief is so cool, and then his Fudog on the other side. Yeah, if it could be like in the wind.
He's riding him. Yep.
Yeah, like when he's riding, right? His sash could be blowing in the wind, all that stuff. And then this is the peach of immortality, I think. So you can swap out the hand so he can hold the Peach of Immortality. Okay, you were supposed to help on this review, and all you're doing is just messing around.
It's fun.
It's very unprofessional. The other thing that's new is these necklaces. Do you know anything about the necklaces?
No. No.
Well, some Chinese expert you are. Look at that. He has 3 different necklaces. They're all molded as one piece, but a purple, a dark green, and a white. Here's what, they do cover some of the details there in the armor, but that's what the armor looks like without the necklace and without the kerchief, right? And then a foo dog here, and then another necklace under the foo dog. So really elaborate because, Chinese people are known for their detail-oriented designs and decor. But I think he looks really nice and jaunty with his...
I like the red face. The red, yeah.
The red face, the calm
red
face.
is really cool.
And then it's like so colorful.
Yeah.
And so, the colors are so striking and the design is so amazing that I'm really glad.
I like him like that. Yes.
I'm really glad I picked one of these up for you because that means that I can take it away from you now and have 2 for myself.
What? You have another one? You have 2?
There's another one coming.
What?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
one
I
is
mean,
mine.
you gotta have one.
One is mine.
Well, you said you wanted one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I obviously want one. I'm born the year of the monkey too.
I'd love a girl one.
Well, I don't know what the gender is or how they identify.
I will make mine so cool.
Sun Wukong? Am I saying it right?
I don't know, something like that.
The little feet.
I'm pretty bad.
Should I put the little feet on him?
Okay.
Look at that. Okay, so here he is with the I love that face plate. There he is with that sort of ferocious
cool
look, right?
Yeah.
And then
That's me on a bad day.
Here he is without the paint. So there are a lot of choices.
Me road raging. Yep.
That's you road raging, yeah. And he's so tall with these feathers, which I guess you can position them different ways, like going back maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is probably like 7 inches. That's probably like, I don't know, 9 inches, 9.5 inches with these feathers coming out the back. And of course, I'll figure out how to position those so they look really, really cool. Look at on the bottom, there's paint on the soles of the shoes.
Oh, yeah.
So that's something that people don't usually pay attention to.
Yeah.
But the 4 Horsemen always add those extra details. Like even though he's standing and you can't see the soles of his feet or whatever, look at that. You see all the wrinkles.
Yeah.
Sometimes they even add fingerprints to some of the bigger figures. Look at that. Okay, so now he's got 1 monkey foot and 1 cloud.
I like his monkey foot.
I do. I like his monkey foot better.
Looks much better.
But if you want to have like a Chinese warrior later on, you might want him to have shoes instead of monkey feet. Right? We are getting a Chinese knight, or at least Asian knight, in Mythic Legion, so you can always do a head swap with him. And I imagine some people are going to do that. Just swap the hands and swap the feet and turn him into a human, whatever the equivalent, whatever the Chinese knight is. So, yeah, really cool. 4 Horsemen. I really appreciate the 2 heads and all the different face plates and all the super cool accessories and the fact that you can have him with a feather in his head or without a feather and just with the crown.
And he looks good with horsey.
He looks
He looks nice.
He looks ready for adventure. And once we get his tail popped in, he'll be even cooler. So
Woohoo! Nice!
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Ow!
That's because the horse didn't have the proper saddle. Have we shown everything? I shouldn't think we showed the heads, all the accessories, all the different
Little
looks.
fingers.
The gourd is cool.
Little fingers.
Little hands with fingers displayed in different ways. So, also want to show off this little display I have here with the different shields from different factions. I think that looks pretty cool. And that's it for Sun Wukong. I probably show some of the other things once my all-in comes in, assuming it comes in. I'll show that off in the future. Is the Wiz signing out.